Hi, YouTube family. I am happy to be back again this week with another video. And this week I am going to show you, because I mentioned another video that I did on the solar cooker and the indoor grill. I had mentioned other stuff that I'd like to show you in the future, and I'll slowly do that. But I am going to show you an awesome appliance that I love to use that can, I think, benefit a lot of people, especially if there's people that might live in smaller spaces or in studios and things like that, or nomads, or just different people that I think it could really benefit. And even if you're in a normal place, it can just, like I said, be a benefit for reasons I'll explain later. But before I dig in and show you that appliance, I wanted to today to talk about other nutritional things that people can hopefully may already be aware, but if not, hopefully it'll help others to dive deeper and just more things to be aware of and watch for. So one of the things that I wanted to talk about is how hard it is to try to stay on track and be healthy when there's so many hidden things in our foods that we just don't think that would be there. And for example, this week when I was shopping, there was a package of frozen Brussels sprouts. I thought, oh, that looks good, because they were roasted and they had seasoning on them and just looked delicious. So I started to just put them in my cart, and then I thought, for some reason, I want to look at these and see what's in it, since it does have seasoning and stuff on it. And it actually had oils that I wouldn't want to use. It had sugar in it. I'm like, why would they put sugar in Brussels sprouts? And it's a big, company that makes them. I won't name it, but just a big popular company that makes these, Brussels sprouts, that roasted Brussels sprouts in the frozen section. And next time at your store, if you see them, you can pick them up and look at the ingredients, and you'll see what I'm talking about. And I thought, gosh, people that are trying to or need to maybe already have a sugar intolerance or a diabetic issue, like I do. I have a pre-diabetic issue, and I'm trying to really reverse that, but it's hard when you can't even buy a vegetable without it having sugar in it. And another item, when I was shopping, there was, in the spice section, I saw something called vegetable sprinkles or veggie sprinkles. And I thought, oh, that looks good. That would be, sounds good. So I picked it up, looked at the ingredients. One of the top ingredients, sugar. And I'm like, why do they want to put sugar in everything when we know that it is, not healthy, and it can, it's just your brain feeds on either fat or sugar, but the sugar, you can build up a glucose problem, intolerance. It's not good, and good to research, and good to just start paying attention when you pick up things that you take for granted that are healthy, and then you dig into them and find out look at the ingredients and it's like, oh my gosh, it's not as healthy as we thought. And even do some research on what kind of oils are healthy and which ones are not really healthy in the long run. Do some deep diving about that. Um, Another thing that I wanted to point out this week was even on some snacks, some companies, you think, oh, well, they've got to be healthy. And just giving examples of, if you can, this is a snack that, if you look at the ingredients on it, and I know it's kind of hard to on here, but I should have there. But this has a lot of sugar and oils that aren't so good, and a lot of carbs, and it's supposed to be a snack, but it has a lot. And maybe next time you're at the store, you can investigate or just Google it. I'm sure you can get that. But what I found in it, what's it at here? It has, the first ingredient is whole wheat flour, so that is what's the most in it. And then 100% whole grain graham flour. Third ingredient, cane sugar. Then sunflower and or canola oil, which isn't, in my opinion, good for you. And or soybean oil, milk, protein concentrate, brown sugar, dry honey, so it's just loaded with sugar. And then when you look at the total carbs, 17 grams, and which turns to sugar, and then total sugars 8 grams, fiber 1 gram. And there are 5 protein, but then there's another snack that I got that's called Chalk Zero, and it is keto and gluten-free, so keto friendly and gluten-free. And on that, there's a big difference. So I don't know if you can see if I'm showing that, but you can look that up too. They're just the butter cookies by Chalk Zero, and they're on Amazon. But their ingredients are almond butter, the first ingredient, non-GMO resistant dextrin, which is a preservative, and butter, sustainable palm fruit oil, eggs, whole milk powder, rice flour, and fiber, baking soda, vanilla flavor, salt, and monk fruit extract, which is a good sweetener if you're going to use one, because it's made from plants and it doesn't affect your glucose levels, and it's just a really good, and it also has eggs, milk, and oat stuff. The rice flour I'm not crazy about. I probably would use coconut flour, but it's better than that other alternative that I was showing you before. And that's the thing, if you are really trying to work on things and you do a lot of your own cooking. I used to, when I was on keto, make a lot of stuff with almond and almond and coconut flour, and use coconut oil, and in savory dishes, olive oil. And you can kind of do some research and deep dive into those other oils, but there's just, it is better to do that research and try if you really are trying to, and even if you're not having problems and you're younger, it can catch up on you one day if you know, not proactive while you're still young enough to keep it all under control. And like I did a short this week on corn syrup, and corn syrup is just really not good for you, and it's even been banned for a long time in Europe because it's not in it. Our body doesn't, our liver has to filter everything, and it's just, there's some things that it's just becomes too much, and it gets, your liver can get clogged up and doesn't filter things so well, and then eventually if you don't turn it around, it can get fibrosis, and then after the, then you're into cirrhosis of the liver, and that's really bad. So just trying to help, and I wanted to build a community, so I hope everybody can contribute and share what they know, and and what's helped them, what's worked for them, and because I certainly don't have all the answers. I'm just learning like everybody else on this journey, and that's why I'm still going to the grocery store and picking up, a bag of what I think are healthy vegetables and finding out they're not so healthy. So the other thing, so then I wanted to talk about, and if you watched my video on the solar cooker, I pointed out that it's important to not only, it's not just what you eat, but it's how you cook it too. Sometimes that can make a big difference. So it's important to, sorry, one of my roommates just walked by. But anyway, so it's important to take all that into consideration. And that's why this cooker that I'm showing today, I think, I see people that live in like studio apartments, or, even in nomads that live in RVs. They retire and want to travel and stuff. And some of, or have, micro RVs. And sometimes they don't have an oven or anything, or room for a bunch of appliances that might make healthier cooking. So when I ran across this appliance, I thought, wow, how neat, because it could help people like that don't have a lot of space, to combine a lot of those appliances into one. I know I have an air fryer and I have a pressure cooker and all these things, but this kind of combines a lot into it, and it doesn't have dangerous microwaves like a microwave does either, and doesn't, because it's smaller, it just doesn't heat up your home, and and stuff, and doesn't take as much power. So even, I think it would probably run on my solar generator if it needed to. But so this is the device I wanted to show today. Oh my goodness, I have got to figure this out better. But this is the Ninja all-in-one cooker, and it has it does a whole bunch of stuff. So if it's on like this little thing up here, if it's on this side, so it's really easy to, it's on the air fry, so all this stuff under here is what it would do. It would do the air fry, the bake, broil, pizza, toast, sear, saute, slow cook, and like if you're just trying to fry or brown stuff, that's what you would use this one for. And then when you put it up here, push this little lever up, then on this side It has the combi meals, combi crisp, combi bake, steam, proofing, rice, and pasta, which I don't really do. But then on the it's a steam. It cooks a lot with steam on this side, so that's why it's a combi. So for it comes with, and I'm not, like I said, I have no skin in the game on this, but it comes with like this, so you can put water underneath this top one, and then, or, you could cook, if you were cooking pasta and stuff, or rice stuff, you could put it down there and then put stuff on top to bake it too. But the combi crisp steams it, and then it crisps it from the top, because there's a top, and the air fryer, I think, is what kicks in to do that. And it came with, of course, the one sheet to air fry on, and then it came with like this huge pan right here to do in the slow cooker or bigger meal that you want to do. So just another, like I said, if you have a small space, and because it does have the air fry in it and the steam thing, it's kind of like an all-in-one, and you can throw, and it recommends throw frozen meat in there, and it really cooks it in no time. But with that steam, it steams it and keeps the moisture in, and it's really still good and tasty food. So and I know there's probably other ones like this. I'm not just saying this brand, but this is one I have, so I wanted to show it. And just share one more thing that hopefully could help people, because when you're in a hurry, and rather than grabbing a frozen meal, maybe you forgot to defrost something, rather than grabbing an unhealthy frozen meal, you can put it in here, and it just, with the steam feature, it cooks it up in no time. So one more thing that I hope can help, and like I said, I hope if you have wonderful appliances and things that you use, please share. I would love to hear about it, honestly, and what's working for you. But just do your research, and never give up on trying to, no matter, even if your health is at a point that maybe you're having health problems, I think with diet and everything, it can really turn things around a lot of times. And I was really excited that, not to get into politics or anything, but when RFK Jr. is going to now be with the Trump administration, and will be working to really turn, for us in the United States, a lot of what's approved for food, and just really trying to turn health stuff around. And he mentioned that there's over 1,000 foods banned in the United States that are in Europe that we approve and give people. And like he said, when his uncle was a president, there was like 4% of people with chronic illness, and now there's a lot of people. I can't remember the figure he gave, but I was just like, oh my gosh. And just like, and he said, there might have been, like, I can't remember, it's hardly any children diabetes when he was a kid, or younger, and when his uncle was president. And now there's like almost half of the kids have problems with that. So, or the people, maybe it wasn't kids, maybe it was adults, but anyway, it's just not good. And if you ever listen to, try to go back and look at some of John F. Kennedy's speeches in the last month, even, it's just, you can learn a lot. And I'm just really encouraged and happy that he is going to make it his mission. He said he prayed for 30 years to just have the opportunity to help turn that around. And he really wanted to help Americans get healthy, and now he has that opportunity. So it was really an answered prayer for him, and I'm really happy about that. But I appreciate you taking the time, and I hope you found something helpful in this video. And if you did, I would love it if you would comment about it and, share and like it. And that helps me so that I get my videos out and get them promoted so that I can share them and hopefully build that community and help others. So thank you again for watching.